Hey, this is the insightful caveman. I'm coming to you from the cave, and there's something I want to talk about. Something I've been hearing on the radio, heard it in the news. A lot of people talking about it. And today I came across a video um, featuring Kevin O'Leary. You'll know him from Shark Tank. He is also one of I don't know, one of the least likable people I've ever seen on TV. Um, and he's a good businessman. You know, there's there's always some things to gain uh from people, even if they wouldn't be necessarily your best friend. Uh so let's take a listen to Kevin O'Leary and his take, and then I'd like to discuss this topic of quiet quitting with you. All right.
Quiet quitting is a really bad idea. Creativity is very much honored in the work environment. People that go beyond to try to solve problems for the organization, their teams, their managers, their bosses, those are the ones that succeed in life. If all of a sudden you try and define your work ethos by some kind of definition of your job, then you're going to fail. The whole point is you're there to make the business work. You're supporting your team, customers, the people above and below you. That's the whole idea. You're hired to solve problems. And your management should know as you move up the feeding chain, if you want to be recognized and eventually be paid more, it's because you did exactly what you were told to do and then even more. You have to go beyond, not because you're forced to, not because you have to. You have to go beyond because you want to. That's how you achieve success. Those individuals are not doing it for the greed of money. They're doing it because it's part of their ethos, it's part of their DNA, it's part of who they are. Those are the people I seek. I seek them out. I hire them. People that shut down their laptop at 5, want that balance in life, want to go to the soccer game, 9 to 5 only, they don't work for me. I can tell you that. I hope they work for my competitors.
All right. You heard his take. Um, some things I agree with, some things I don't. Um, but I'm going to give that to you right now. Okay. So I'm going to tell you first off, um, you quiet quitters, I don't really understand you. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it comes, I don't know if it's warranted, if it's something that your business or the business you work for, or the company you work for actually deserves or not. Uh, in my estimation, the answer is no. They're paying you to do a job, and you should do it to the best of your ability. Um, it doesn't mean necessarily that you have to go so far and above the expectations of your job, but you should fulfill your job to the best of your ability. And if that means doing better than the expectations, then you should do that. I'll tell you, you know, I come from a family that um, had to work for everything they have, and still don't have much. So, um, I worked alongside my dad when I was a kid as a janitor, and it's just what had to be done. Um, to think about someone quiet quitting, and when I say that, I mean doing the bare minimum, staying for 8 hours but not working 8 hours. Um, just not doing what it takes to get a job done fully. That's how I would characterize that. If you think if you're entitled to something, if you think you're entitled to something, I've got news for you, you're not. Nobody owes you anything. Even if you have your own business, Nobody owes you anything. Uh, Nobody has to be your customer. Nobody has to listen to you. You don't have to listen to me. You can turn my videos off. You can unsubscribe. You could report me. You could whatever. Um, but the thing is that none of us deserve whatever we think we deserve. If you've been hired for your talent, then you should show the talent. It should come through. If you were just hired to fill a seat and get the work done, well, you ought to fill that seat and get the work done. You shouldn't be on Facebook for an hour and a half. Shouldn't take a when you get a half hour lunch, you shouldn't take a full hour. Um, to me, quiet quitting sounds like crap. That's what it sounds like to me. Um, I think I was born in 1981. I'm one of the older millennials. I think in a lot of ways millennials got a bad rap. Um, but I also don't feel like I identify uh with the whole millennial uh generation. I I know I'm different from a lot of you, but if these things are true, if the characterizations of millennials is true, then it's time to just take a good look in the mirror and find out who do you actually want to be. I mean, do you want to be the kind of person who gives up on the job? Do you want to be the kind of person who does the bare minimum? I don't know. If that's a if that's the case, I think employers should put you out of a job. There's got to be somebody else who is willing to work, to do what it takes to get a job done and to do it right. And maybe this is also a Generation Z problem. I mean, it wasn't this wasn't necessarily an issue of the past. I'm sure there have always been lazy people, but a whole huge group of our workforce um, deciding that it's not worth it. They got some time to sit at home and do nothing during COVID, and they have decided that they like that better than going and serving in their job. I don't know. Uh, Reply. Tell me, leave a comment. Tell me why you're quiet quitting and why it's okay. And I'm probably not going to agree with you, but you're welcome to your opinion. As am I. So, just gonna say it. Quiet quitting is garbage. If you don't like that statement, tough. All right, all right, all right. And some of you are going to think that I'm correct, and I, I appreciate that. Uh, when it comes down to it, we all have a job to do, whether we work for a corporation, whether we work for a mom and pop business, uh, whether we're janitors, lawyers, doctors, um, the clerk at the grocery store. Do the best that you can to be the best that you can. Be good in customer service. Be good um, in everything that you do. Be safe and put in a full day's work. That's all I can say. Uh, and for those of you who are doing that and that are going to continue to do that and are going to perform at a high level, then I hope you get the fruits of your labor, that you get the promotions and the things that you deserve as they come along. So, to you, I'd like to applaud. Everybody, if you like my video, please like it. If you hate my video, please go ahead and like it anyway. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Um, if you're one of the quiet quitters, tell me why you think it's okay. If you're not, tell me what you think about people who are. And um, please subscribe to the channel. I'll do my best to put out some stuff that might be interesting to you or interesting to listen to. And that's it. So have a good one. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.